Good morning, everybody from Lake Wales, Florida. We are here at a place I have been trying to get to for like 8 years since we moved down here to Florida. It's called Bok Tower Gardens. I got a little bit of info so I don't mess up the facts, but it was established in 1929 by Edward W. Bok as a gift to the American people. So it's 80 acres of gardens. I guess it's kind of like a bird sanctuary. There's a bunch of like Zen areas around here, so definitely gonna be doing a couple 10 for Zens today. We're here, Veronica's with me as well. We're here with a couple friends. Cannot wait to show you guys around. It's our first time, so we're gonna learn as we go and gonna give you guys as much information as I possibly can in case you guys decide to come over here. So, all right, let's not waste any more time. Let's head on in and start enjoying Bok Tower Garden. We got Becky, local Florida gal. She actually invited us out, so big shout out, guys. Make sure you go subscribe to her channel. There's you said the bronze
Yes, he's
alligator. Okay.
On loan from David Price. I feel like we should give him a name.
So from the artist, we could call him Bronzy.
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 See the gator.
So
To the family.
yeah, so we're gonna end up taking a picture, I think. All right, we're gonna head into the visitor center. I guess we gotta check in. Oh, look at the AC in here. Look at the AC.
Nice.
Feel the AC. Look at it. Look at the space. Lots of space for activities and whatnot. All right, we're gonna check in. I'm gonna show you guys something that I never knew was a thing. I talked to a worker here at Bok Gardens, and she let me know. So, so this is crazy. I want to see this. This Bok Gardens, they won the water lily weigh-off. So basically, they weigh water lilies. I guess it's a big thing. There's other botanical gardens that come from other states and whatnot, and weigh their water lilies. And I guess last year, Bok Towers, they won, and I guess they won by like a pound or two. And I'm gonna have to check back and find out when the one that they're having this year, when it is, because that's just awesome. I've never heard of that, and that makes me happy. All right, so it looks like there's like a model of Bok Tower. So this is the Bok Tower that, not the one that we're seeing, but a model of it. Look at that thing. Wow. That is really cool. And what is this? The Yellen key? Let me see. All right, so the iconic key made by Samuel Yellen is a ceremonial piece crafted to fit the intricately designed entry door of the Singing Tower. That's cool. That is one big key, guys. Like, there's my hand. That's gigantic. So this thing here is called a carillon. Pardon me if I didn't say it correctly. I think that's how you pronounce it. But I guess what they're saying is this is the music of the tower. This is the song and the sound that comes out of the Bok Tower. I guess this is the carillon. Look at this thing. You got bells, and doesn't have whistles, but definitely has bells. Bell clappers. Clappers. Oh, okay, so those are called clappers. Did you know that?
No.
I bet you guys didn't know that either. Like, you have a bell and the thing that goes ding, ding, ding. It's called, I guess, a clapper, a bell clapper. See?
Always learning.
You're learning stuff on Drew in the Moment. Right here is a replica of a heron. I guess this gigantic 14-foot sculpture, this replica, they have two of them on top of the Bok Tower. So it shows that these guys doing their thing. Sorry about the lighting. So they carved these, and they're on top of the Bok Tower. So we'll be able to see those when we go over there. But I just thought this was kind of neat. So this is an actual chunk of the heron up on top of the tower, and this was lightning damage. So it got struck by lightning.
And then they were built in 1928.
1928, yes. Like we were talking, it's like almost 100 years. But that's wild. Touching history, guys. Touching history. All right, guys, so we're going to head outside now, but I wanted to let you know we just went in the theater that's right here at the visitor center. It's like an roughly 8-minute long video. It runs on a loop. I highly recommend, if you do come here, to go in and sit down and watch the video. A lot of good information that's actually helping me after I watched that. So as we navigate and show you the Bok Tower and all that stuff, I have some information I'm going to share with you guys that I learned in the theater. So definitely check out the video before you go meandering around. But all right, let's head out and let's enjoy the gardens. So they do have a gift shop. We're going to be visiting that after we go and meander around. And they also have a cafe. And we're actually, when we come back, we're also going to grab a little something to eat over there, you know? Maybe see if they have coffee. So we are going to make our walk. It looks like the Singing Tower is 10 minutes this way. And I also wanted to note, we learned a little something in that theater. So we're standing on, it's an elevation of 298 feet, I guess, here in Florida. They call it Iron Mountain. So that's kind of impressive because Florida is very flat, if you didn't know. And to be up on a 300 feet above sea level is pretty wild. We haven't even gotten into it, but I'm already just enjoying. We've seen butterflies. It's a beautiful day. Hearing the cicadas out here. I'm already loving it. I hope you guys are enjoying this, and we haven't even really gotten into anything yet. I've been looking for years, guys. I found it. Wild coffee. This is coffee in the wild. Got to start brewing it up, man. Look at this. Wild coffee, but obviously that is the name of the plant. Maybe it is real coffee. I don't know. Now, if you follow along on our channel, you know that I'm a tree guy. If you're new to our channel, you're going to find out I'm a tree guy. I love trees. Look at this massive tree. I'm always marveled by it, like how old this tree is, what it's seen, you know, the stories. Maybe a couple 100 years old. I don't know exactly, but I know it's definitely older than us. And man, so nice to be out here. Look at Veronica over here. Look at her. She's investigating and exploring.
And that sign looks older. So.
Camellias planted in this garden. Oh, okay. Oh, these, the little, I guess that, where is it? Can't even see. No, I know. I was trying to see it through the camera. So this is a Japanese camellia. That is cool. So it's planted in the glade. Don't eat them though, because they're not blueberries, Veronica. They're not blueberries.
Look at you.
Look at Bo! Look at Bo! Look at the little scrunchie. Hi, Bo. Look at you. You're so.
Oh my God.
A cockadoodle. We got a cockadoodle here. Look at you.
Gorgeous.
You are the best. Oh my gosh. Okay, so like we said, we're elevated up about 300 feet above sea level. Isn't that crazy for Florida?
Yes.
So we just saw over here a little outlook, and we need to check it out. I love the cicadas. Wow, look at this. What a gorgeous view.
Wow, you can see so far.
I know, right? That is crazy. This is gorgeous. Look at the trees. Amazing. So President Calvin Coolidge helped open the Bok Tower. And they've got a cool bronze statue here to commemorate. So that's pretty cool. And look at this tower. This tower is 205 feet tall. That is a big tower. And also, I had said earlier, I thought there was only 2 of those, the herons, I believe it was, the birds, but it looks like there's a little more than that up top there. And just think, those are 14 feet tall. So that just shows you how large this tower is. That's crazy. We're gonna get to go over to the tower and really investigate that. But I wanted to show, because earlier I was telling you about the water lily competition. Look at those water lilies. I'm not kidding you. You could like sit, I don't know if it'd hold your weight, but you could fit in there. You could sit in there like a little boat. That's crazy, but you know what? Let's have our first 10 for Zen. So guys, relax your mind, just enjoy the sights and sounds, and take a moment for yourself. You got some pretty flowers right there. Look at those. Oh, we got another one right over yonder. And the fisherman in me is looking at this going, I know there's bass all through this. And I'm trying to give you guys information as we go. Like I said, we've never been here, so this is kind of learn as we go on the fly. But I will tell you, there was like in the center there, the visitor center, there's a lot of like old, you know, antiques and things like that, I guess, you know, with the history and so much stuff that we weren't able to actually show you all of it, but we wanted to save it so in case you do show up, you can go check it out. There's a lot of good little gems in there that you'll enjoy. Look at this thing. And I really can't stress enough how big this actually is. I didn't realize how large this tower is, man. A lot of work went into this. Well, the tower is going off. That is wild. To give you guys some more information, so the Bok Tower was created in 1929, and shortly after Mr. Bok had passed away. Now, right there is actually where he's buried. He wanted to be buried right in front of the Bok Tower, which is his final resting place, and find it quite appropriate. Also, wish we could get closer, but we can't. So that right there is a brass door. It's got 30 panels, I believe it was, and they all depict scenes of the story of creation from the book of Genesis. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, Mr. Bok will forever be right here in this beautiful, I believe, reflecting pool. And look, there's some koi fish. I also learned, so it was 3 different folks that, you know, constructed this. It was like the iron, a guy that just dealt with like the steel work, another guy with the door and some other things. And some of that way up there that we really can't see, that was like a separate artist. So it was like 3 artists that made it happen, which is, that's impressive, man. That is an impressive feat, standing for almost 100 years. This is that steel work. Look at this, man. This is beautiful. Got a little Tim Burton-esque, you know, swirl there, which is cool. Oh, look at that too. Like, you could tell a lot of heart was put into this. Look at these right here. That is awesome. Very cool. And then you got like the
Oh,
flower
wow.
up there. Isn't this beautiful?
That's so awesome.
Seriously. Oh my gosh. I didn't even notice this either.
The snake.
Look at the snake. Little tongue coming out. This is awesome. I want one of these. Want one of these
I know,
for
right?
when we get a big house and I just want it to be like the front gate. That is cool. And then you got the marble. I believe this is marble. Unfortunately, we can't go through here, but I understand they don't want people tromping all over Mr. Bok, and they're trying to keep everything looking pristine and beautiful. And this is cool. I love that they got a moat all the way around. I just love all of the space just to kind of enjoy. Got some benches and stuff, and you could really like bring in a snack, I think. I don't know if they frown upon bringing in food. I honestly don't know. But if not, it's like come in here, have a little picnic. And this is the other side. Look at that. Let me try to zoom in. I'm not going to zoom in all the way because then it won't look very good. It'll get a little potatoey, but look at that snake. So that's a sundial. What? So we've got a sundial here. That is, or I think it's a sundial, I would imagine. Look at that. That is really cool. So I looked up a little bit of information on this sundial. So it's not like, you know, a 24-hour sundial. It's the times of the season, I guess. And so what they did was they hired a sculptor to basically make something decorative to basically block off. This is the place where they put the bells in and had them hoisted all the way up. So they needed something cool. So this guy came up with a sundial, which I think looks pretty darn cool. And all of the zodiac signs are all the way around, which I think is a pretty little touch, you know? So yeah, see, you know, when you got to do something cool, you just, Now we're going to bring you guys over to another lookout area that is on this side of the Bok Tower. And this is pretty cool. This is more open than the other space that we showed you over there. One heck of a view, and it is kind of, it feels kind of weird being this high up in Florida, but what a gorgeous view. Let me flip this thing around. Look at the farmland over here. This is gorgeous. This is crazy. You know, this space is a lot bigger. I didn't realize it was 80 acres, but this is a lot bigger than I anticipated, to be honest with you. And it's so quiet here. It's such a zen area. People just enjoying bringing kids. Great place to just kind of come and honestly like clear your head. This is wild. Apparently the squirrels are very friendly here. Oh my gosh. What's up, dude? Look at you. Hi. I don't have any food to give you. Well, that caught me off guard. I didn't think he was going to get that close. What's up, buddy? He's just scrounging for food. Veronica saw him earlier, like getting into a backpack. Look at this. No, dude, yeah, just stay right there. He's going to come right up to you. Look at him. Oh my gosh. That is too funny. What a cute little guy. Yeah, he's like, you don't have any food. Everybody just gets quiet. We are resetting. You can like Feel it in your body. Oh, I can feel it. Can you feel it? That is cool. You hear that? Yeah. See, putting it out into the universe for us all to receive the vibrations. And they're good vibrations, like that song. Good vibrations. Come on, come on, come on. Becky just found out information that she just shared with me, which I think is really, really interesting and cool. So along with the Genesis, creation brass door, so let me try to zoom up a little bit. She noticed up there's a woman and a man and a snake. So it's Adam and Eve with the snake, and then the Garden of Eden. You got like the tree going up, what was it? The tree, the forbidden fruit in the forbidden tree. So Veronica noticed, oh my gosh, look at all these fish. I don't know if you guys can see it, unless the reflection, there's a lot of fish, but Veronica noticed a lot of these fish are eating the bugs. They're just, look at them, sticking their little snouts up in the air, just eating all the little gnats and flies and stuff. That's crazy. You can tell they're comfortable here in their home. So we got the, twirl them again, twirl them. Yeah, the ladies brought their the UV umbrellas, and I'll tell you guys, this is no, I don't get paid for this, but it is kind of a plug. No, it's a plug for these UV umbrellas. They work. Look at these. I love these plants. I think these coleuses, right? I believe this is a coleus. I could be wrong. But either way, those are cool. I love those plants. So pretty. All right, so we are going to be heading to El Retiro, I guess. And then after, I would like to also head over to Window by the Pond. I guess that's a beautiful area. But let's go to El Retiro. Is that how you say it? Yeah, El Retiro. Tiro. Yes. I got to work on my R's. As we just were walking here, I made a joke, but it really does. I said, look, it's Kilimanjaro Safari from Animal Kingdom. It definitely has the vibe of that. Well, what a gorgeous day to be here. No rain in the forecast. It's just beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love the Spanish style. This is the type of house that eventually I would like to be in. Not exactly this one, but the style of it is beautiful. And then we were just having a discussion about bamboo. I love trees. I also love bamboo. Not all bamboo, some of it's kind of like ugly and it is invasive. But like this bamboo is just gorgeous. It's like a tree. You know what I mean? It's just like a bunch of tree. Look at it. It is. Oh, and everybody always carves. Look at all the carving in it. Listen to that. Okay, so now we're gonna find out exactly what it is. I actually never knew what the name of this was. It's white powder bamboo. And speaking of Kilimanjaro Safari over in Animal Kingdom, they got a lot of this type of bamboo. White powder bamboo. All right, so we are making our way. We didn't even look up what this house was, did we? Do we know? Do we know?
Somebody
Oh, it's a separate ticket. Okay. Just so you guys, we do have it. Okay, well, just keep in mind, guys, and I'll try to go down all the costs and whatever, but this is, a guest touring house requires a separate ticket if you do come here. This is just beautiful. I love this. And we've got ourselves a little zen.
Look at the little frogs.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even see the little frog. Look at that little guy. And this is cool. This is like a turret, like to a castle almost. That is neat. And I'm gonna have to look up and let you guys know. Like, I don't know how old this house is, but this is cool. Wonder if it's for sale. Move in today. Jeez, the amount of space, the 80 acres here is crazy. Wonder if that's original or if that's repurposed. Oh, and apparently.
Because this door, Drew's about to say the same thing. What is this door?
I'm just letting you. It's fragile.
Oh, it must be Italian.
It is Italian. Yes, I guess the door. They don't want people. I can imagine how many people are like cranking on that door, the door handle. All right, when they open the door, everybody say trick or treat. Okay, we got to do it.
Okay,
If they ever open it. Trick or treat. Hello.
Oh, air conditioning.
Oh my God, it's air. They had air conditioning in 1929. That is crazy.
No, they did not have.
Oh, they did.
Oh, car tickets.
Wow.
Yes.
Look at the doors, man. Crazy. So I just talked to the lady, and she was saying this is made from the cypress tree. So it's cypress wood, and it is gorgeous, man. Look at it. Amazing.
Some fun facts is that all the plumbing fixtures in the powder room, as well as your bathrooms upstairs, are all original American standard. We've all probably heard that name before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the powder room, your toilet area is behind the partition area there. All your tiles you see on the floor, these are all imported from Cuba. All the hand-painted tiles you see on the walls, up the staircase, you're gonna see in the dining room, the kitchen, those are all hand-painted from Tunisia, Africa.
Wow.
And
That's
like I
crazy.
said, the doors are all harvested in Florida for cypress trees, and they're all different patterns and everything. Once you freshened up, you would have then been escorted down the lower hall on those stairs down there, and you will see that today. But you're gonna go to the working side of the house today. And the guests never saw behind this door here. So a couple things, of course, you can take as many pictures you like. We have these chairs along the way if you need to take a break anytime, take your time. We just ask that you don't sit or touch any of the other artifacts.
Makes sense.
So this down here is the butler's pantry and the kitchen.
Oh,
So you make your way down there in the back, and Dee's gonna be with you in a minute. She's finishing up a tour. I can see her in the window there. Make it back to the kitchen, and she'll give you the tour of that area.
okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Look at us. Look at this. This is awesome. This is awesome. It's so cool. So this is what the guests don't see. This is where the working, the cooks and everything. This is wild.
Italy.
Original dishes, guys.
And
Italy.
we couldn't use those because they have lead-based paint on them.
Oh my gosh, really?
So we went back to the same manufacturer in Italy. So many years later, had another set made minus lead-based.
Minus the lead.
And those are the dishes on the dining room table.
Okay.
Because in the 90s, we did have dinner functions here
Look
at
at
Bok
that.
Tower.
Coffee machine.
Yeah. But over the years, we created a need for replacement in the 60s.
So that was from the floor.
That is the same material that you
Oh, same. Gotcha.
No, they
gotcha.
didn't take it and put
Well, I
it-
was gonna say because then you'd be eating off the floor,
Oh,
Good thinking.
right?
funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Same material as the floor.
same material. Yeah.
So is it heavy?
Go ahead.
This is, oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there is no lifting this.
Nope. Nobody wants to help move the furniture from this
Yeah.
house.
That's why you have staff.
That's right. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Like,
What was I
is it
thinking?
like Thor?
No, I know. It's like Thor's hammer. Like
yes.
you got to be the chosen one to move the table.
Well, in Florida. they
Yeah, there's
have
no
them.
basement.
Yeah. So she was telling us that this door leads down to the basement, and in Florida, in case you didn't know, we don't have basements due to flooding and all that.
But we are 200 feet above sea level here in Florida.
200,
Yes.
yeah, where we are. So then you can get away with that. You could get away with it. So that is,
It's mechanics of the house, and it just looks like a basement.
yep. But the safe, you said there was so I guess there was a safe down there for all of their stuff. They'd have to button up, the silverware, all that stuff, so it didn't get stolen.
Right.
So this is all staff quarters, guys, so only the staff's gonna see it.
More like this. This was brought in the 90s for us doing our modern cooking.
Oh,
But the range hood is original.
so the hood is an original. Wow.
That room over there is called the dry pantry, and the original refrigerator is in there.
That was the original.
Yeah.
Here's a recipe.
Mm-hmm.
The cream of spinach soup.
That was his favorite soup.
Oh. Better write down that recipe.
Oh, cream of spinach?
We have a chef here.
I guess somebody's gonna be making cream of spinach.
Look at that.
Oh, you can take a card.
Hey, all right. We're going to have to, we'll have to do a video of us making 1932 cream of spinach
And post
soup.
it on YouTube.
And post it on YouTube. That's right.
Yeah, wow.
That's too cool. Thank you so much.
Now from the butler's pantry through the kitchen, through the next room, 2 levels, all staff area. There's a back staircase, there's a back door. So everything
That is
can be
too
done
cool.
behind the scenes. If you're in any of the rooms and you want room service, you press a button on the wall.
And it comes right down to
That
here.
box lights
Oh.
up to tell the staff what room is calling for some service. They would then pick up the intercom and say, hey, bedroom number 2 wants whatever.
Wants spinach soup. Cream of spinach soup.
Yeah!
See? Yeah.
Nighttime soup, yes.
And this was
That
one
is
year,
too
but
cool,
this was-
man.
1930. You know, but if you look at it now, this is 2026, so we're 4 years from being 100 years old here.
Yeah.
That,
Look at the dry pantry over here. Oh my, look at that. Old school Rice Krispies and Cracker Jacks.
And when that canister first.
That is awesome.
Coolest thing in the world for keeping your crackers nice and dry.
Look at that. Holy cow. So is this like the freezer or
It's the
refrigerator?
original refrigerator.
Full refrigerator.
Wow. That thing is a monster.
Oh, I cannot see it.
But I guess when you have a lot of people, you got to have a lot of.
Oh, wow. They
A lot of
have their own-
cooling.
But you always have fresh vegetables for dinner.
That is crazy. Original refrigerator, almost 100 years old.
This is fancy.
It is fancy.
It was put here to cover from the noise.
Oh,
of
from the
kitchen.
noise of the kitchen.
Yeah,
So I guess there was a button that Mr. Buck, who was the guy who owned the house,
You could step on it underneath the carpet.
and then that would basically get the kitchen to be like, hey, we need some things out here.
Yeah.
And then this is leather. That is wild. That is cool. Little noise canceling.
How many horses did
So
you
this is
have?
called
Was it like
the
a whole-
round
how many
room.
horses would they have?
The only hand-carved door in the house featuring an
Enough to
intricate
fill up a
panel
couple
in each
hours of
section.
Well, like 2 hours.
Well, that's what they did.
They wined and dined, you know?
That's it.
That's what it was.
So I think that this is the old, is it safe to say this is like a happy hour before dinner?
Here, in this
Yes.
room.
This is where they canoodle and get ready.
The cocktail.
The cocktail hour. Ah, okay.
That's why we have
Oh.
it set up.
There
And
you
there's
go.
a mint julep recipe over there.
Look at that. And Dee said she was going to make us some mint juleps, right?
Thank you, Dee.
Thanks, Dee. That's very kind of you.
You didn't have to go down to Mar-a-Lago to get that.
And in that way, rich people like you out of limos can
Ooh.
Oh, so the rich people came in the way we came, and what was it? What was the other way to get in?
This is for the rich people
Oh.
of Mountain Lake.
Oh,
They
the
would
rich people
come-
Mount.
They would come walking.
Oh, okay, Mountain Lake. That's right.
Yeah.
That was the community that's down the hill. Gotcha.
Now, Mr. Buck had to work, so he did have an office with his state-of-the-art rotary dial telephone.
Look at that. Look at the radio.
Wait, there's a radio?
Look at that right there. I love it. And his fancy telephone right there. Look at that.
Rotary. That was the iPhone 17 up there.
It's like being teleported back in time. So this is called loggia. It's an Italian word for
A room that opens to the elements.
opens to the elements.
Or I think it's like, you know, they came up here after a hard day at the country club and it's like a family.
The hard day at the country club. I like
They
that.
played cards, they listened to the radio. They didn't have to dress up in this way.
Just kind of gossip and go, you know, have a conversation and.
Yeah. And you know, it's kind of like a family room. Yeah.
Wow.
Are those lights original?
Yes, they are.
Wow.
All the lights on the ceiling and walls are original, except for the one in the last room you go to, the morning room. Somebody put a weird looking chandelier.
They took creative liberty with it. Look at that fireplace.
Yep.
That is cool. That is crazy.
I see a peacock.
The original photo from this room. Look at that.
They did, man.
Way long time ago.
So this is
like more of a bird sanctuary, and
the
they had
gentleman
I'm not
who
sure
owned this
they did
house,
that,
and
but I know they had
our tour
some
guy was saying that by the time he had finished the house, the littlest girl was already had a family of her own. Isn't this beautiful? I love the fireplace.
That carpet used to be in Mr. Buck's office up in Pennsylvania. His grandson.
Oh, wow. So Mr. Buck, I'm learning as we go, guys, was from Pennsylvania originally. Owned a steel, right? A steel company?
He was the vice president of Bethlehem Steel.
Vice president of Bethlehem
Bethlehem,
Steel.
Pennsylvania.
So he had a couple dollars.
How they did. They are
Yeah,
gorgeous.
Just a couple dollars.
Still this little cabin, you know.
Yeah, right. It's a modest little cabin, you know. Just beautiful.
COVID hit, we found out, we shouldn't be doing this anymore.
And that's
We
an
shouldn't
original.
be using 90-year plumbing.
Is those like for curtains?
That is for holding up the wall, that's a tie rod.
Oh.
It's a turnbuckle in there, so if ever need to strengthen the wall, that's what that's there for. You will see more of that in Lucy's bedroom, the last bedroom.
Okay.
But she has tall walls too. That was painted
Oh,
in the
wow.
1930s by a guy named Parrish. It was donated to us by some politician from Florida when we bought the place. So.
That's a beautiful painting. Wow. Yeah. We're moving on, guys. So the tour continues up the spiral staircase. Oh my God. This feels like a castle. Like I feel like I'm walking up a castle. This is awesome. So cool. Hey, look, they're already up here. So this is Mr. Buck's bedroom, huh? Now we got the top hat. And Mr. Buck had a really small bed. Right? That's a tiny bed.
That's today's a kid's bed.
That is a kid's bed.
Ooh, look at this modern telephone.
Oh yeah, look at that.
And a lot of grandkids, and he had bedrooms here, and some of the kids would come here. They were snowbirds like him, and they would be here in January and February because when he was here, he did, he brought 7 or 8 or 9 of his favorite staff from Pennsylvania here, and put them up in this building. There's room. There's 2 bedrooms at the end of this hall, and then there's 2 apartment buildings above the 3-car garage. So everybody was in this building. And then he had his phone system. His, that's his candlestick phone there. So he could get on that phone and say, "Okay, I'm ready for my grilled cheese sandwich. Bring it up to me." Let's see. All these vases downstairs, some of those are over 100 years old. They are old. Now, some of them are chipped. If you look at them, I was looking at them this morning. There's chips are on the bottom because you know the grandkids and kids and all make a mess. So here's 1860.
1860
Here's
chair.
an Italian Renaissance inlay with all the inlays. That's an Italian Renaissance 1870. And I like to say a word about the 6 drawer pull handles on that dresser. They are very ornate, elaborate drawer pull handles. They are called Rococo style drawer pull handles. Rococo style. So when you're out and about, if any of you like to tell a story, you can say, well, I was in this old house and looking at an old dresser with the Rococo style handles, and your guests will get real big eyes. Think, you really know your terminology of antique furniture. The hall there. So maybe
This is Mr. Buck's bathroom. He's got a little tub over there. Love the tile.
that is.
Yes.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, right here. Look at
It's
that.
reflecting.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
So he had it right off his, right off the bedroom there, and then this is his little closet. He's got his suit. Look, he's getting ready for a trip, Veronica.
Wow, he is.
Look at them shoes. I didn't know they had those shoes back in 1929.
So
That's crazy.
we brought it up here. 10 years ago, we got I'm asking you not to go down because
So
there's
we
people
got
coming up there all the time.
bedrooms 2 and 3.
It's because I was in a wheelchair.
Oh my gosh. Well, there you go. Well, good for you.
Look at that fan over there.
That's a 1900 fan. It's GE. It is not, it doesn't, it was a gift to us in the house. It's not a Buck antique.
Oh no, okay, not original to him.
Not
Still
original
awesome.
to him.
Though. That's
A
cool.
lot of this stuff is,
Yep.
all the beds and all. Some of these chairs, some of the dressers are. I showed you which ones are his in his bedroom, his favorite chair and all that.
Bedroom 4. Man, this place is utilizing the space correctly. This is awesome. So they did say the board of directors, I guess, used to actually stay here before 2020 happened, and things changed. But
In Nebraska, and picked up like yours.
this bathroom feels very, very ancient. This is the whole setup. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the colors.
Louis.
I don't know. I like the old school brush.
Yeah.
This is the staff hall, which is, I guess they're doing linen and whatnot, laundry, and like we showed you in the beginning of the house, so this is the elevator that was used. It is not functioning, because of code type things. And look, it's another one of those little intercom things on the wall. So this is Lucy Buck's bedroom. It's his, Mr. Buck's youngest daughter, and I will say this. I think Lucy got the best room. I really do. This is the best room. She's got a bathroom over there for her. This is definitely the one that I would pick. A little reader type chair there. And that is wild. Veronica noticed those that I did not know they needed. Like I never even knew those were a thing, to be honest with you. Maybe I'm just being a little naive, but I did not know to brace it to make sure things don't collapse. But yeah, what a great bedroom here. Got a lot of lighting. She's got like what, three windows? That's the bedroom. That was super cool. I love going and seeing like historical places like this. So I honestly didn't know exactly what this was before we started, so therefore I couldn't give you a bunch of information. But I got this and all of the wonderful volunteers that were showing us around. So Charles Buck, I had said like he owned the steel. I forget the name of the steel company in Pennsylvania, but he wanted something down here. He became a widower, and then he decided to build this amazing thing. So let me see here. So this is sitting on about 7 acres of land, and the mountain lake community, which is actually down the hill behind this house. This was part of that community, and that community still exists today. So what they were telling me was that community was one of the first snowbird communities here in Florida. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And they were saying that the bucks, they only came here for 8 to 9 weeks a year. That's crazy. You build this beautiful thing, beautiful area, and you're only here for 8 to 9 weeks. But yeah, so if you do decide to come to El Retiro, grab one of these, and it has like a history of the rooms and all that stuff. And of course, the tour guides do an amazing job explaining everything. There's a lot of information, definitely a lot of information. And I kind of want to come back and do this again, just without filming, just to kind of take it all in, Not that I didn't take it in today, but man, this is crazy. I know, and you can hear the Bok Tower bells going off right now. Is it 1? Or no, it's past 1.
Yeah, but I think it's still the show.
Still like the show at 1 and 3 over at the tower. We didn't make it because we came over here.
The national anthem, I think.
Whose broad stripes and bright. Oh yeah, they're playing the national anthem.
It's awesome.
Team USA World Cup. This is the back of the house, but I just wanted to show some of the acreage. Look at this. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. But can you imagine you own this spread in the house and you're just like, I'll just come for a couple months out of the year. All right, guys, we got a little hungry. We're going to go into the Blue Palmetto Cafe and grab a little something to eat. Oh, AC. Everybody's like air conditioning. And they do have coffee, Bok brew. Oh, that's going to be happening.
Have so much stuff.
Hot pepper bacon jam. Yes, please. Just want to show you guys, give you an idea. We got some chicken blueberry salad, salmon salad. They've got some sandwiches, some BLTs. Ooh, a ham and Gruyere melt. That sounds good.
They also say they have fish tacos.
Fish tacos. Oh, but is it fried grouper? Ooh, I do like a good fish taco. Oh, look at it. I got myself a little ham and Gruyere cheese melt because I love Gruyere cheese. This thing looks great.
We got the sliders.
Slider. It looks like pork, maybe? Pork sliders?
I think so.
Look how many fries are on that. Holy cow, dude. That's crazy.
I got the grouper fingers with sweet potato fries.
Grouper is so good. I love that. And Veronica, what'd you get there?
I got a delicious chicken BLT.
A chicken built BLT it is. Look, there's it's like chunks of chicken on there. That is impressive.
Yes.
Now, all I'm going to say is I'm actually, before even eating this, I don't know about you guys, I am very impressed with how this food came out.
It's really nice.
It was quick, yes. Excited? I'm starving. So look at this thing, man. The cheese looks fantastic. This is a good looking sandwich. Let's try it out.
Why are you stealing my food?
This is delicious. Oh my gosh.
It looks delicious.
It really is. And you know what? You know what would make this meal and this day perfect? How about a little cheers, pros, salute, slancha? With is it an iced latte? Iced latte, here we go.
It's a caramel. I just love it.
Bok Tower, what can't you do? That's what I want to know. This is fantastic. Yeah. This is fantastic. All right, guys, we are going to go to the shop at Bok. Just take a quick little peek around. So I want to see. Oh, it smells good. Oh, they got little Audubon birds, but what I'm really looking for is things that are Bok specific. Ooh, but these are not. Oh, dude, that's awesome. What? I love that. Look at these. Those are gorgeous. It's a sensor nightlight. I love that. 24 bucks. You know, see, we've got a Bok Tower wood sticker. That's a cool sticker. Let's see what else they got. What is this? Is that a CD? What? They've got a CD, so you can listen to the Bok Singing Tower. You can actually listen to them playing that. Let's see what else they got here for Bok Tower. Oh, got some pins. These are nice. A little coaster. Some cool keychains. I like that they have quite a bit of stuff for Bok Tower. This is just cool, a little thing to put on your keychain. Those are nice. Oh, and a magnet. Oh, look at this. You've got a Bok Tower magnet. That's neat. $4.50, and then if you wanted to get a Bok Tower ornament, those are cool. I like those. And some postcards for what, $1? That's not bad at all. They've got a lot of different stuff. Oh, and then the house that we were just at, that's cool. And they've got lenticulars. Look at this. Oh, that's neat. So it's like when it was getting made and then when it's finished. That is so cool. Start and a boom. Just want to give you guys an overview so you can kind of see the size of it. It's a pretty big space, bunch of different type stuff, but I wanted to show you the Bok Tower specific stuff. So definitely come over here to grab a little keepsake. Oh, well, there you have it, guys. Our first trip over to Bok Tower Gardens. How was your experience?
It was beautiful. My experience was beautiful.
It was beautiful. We didn't make it. Oh, I wanted to let you guys know because I thought we were going to make it over to the viewing. Oh, what was it? The viewing window or something? I don't know.
Yeah,
it was we just ran out of time, guys. This place was bigger than I thought. Amazing, amazing.
I love it.
That
love it.
food.
Definitely coming back. The food was delicious.
Food was delicious.
My sandwich was a 10.
Seriously, it was awesome. Yeah, so it was like $20 to get in at the gate when you come in per person, and then you got to pay additional fees. It's not
to go to the house.
To go to the house, the additional fees. So I mean, it costs a little bit of money, but I'll tell you, it has to do with like paying for preservation and everything they do around here to maintain this place. So I totally understand the costs that come into it. But man, shout out to Bok Tower. Seriously, this is awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys get a chance to come over and enjoy it as well. We're gonna go home now.
Yeah.
We're gonna go home now. Sorry, it's just been a day in the sun, so my brain is.
Yeah, the iced coffee it's not kicking yet.
Well, I mean, I've only drank a little bit of it, but I'm gonna try to go. But all right, guys. Well, we're gonna take off. If you did in fact enjoy the video, we hope you consider subscribing. And hope you have a great rest of your day. But until we see you next time, remember, it's only one way to live.
In the moment, guys.
In the moment.
See you next video.